Modal verbs. Modal verbs are a subset of auxiliary verbs that express necessity, possibility, permission, or ability. They include can, may, must, shall, will, could, might, should, and would. Now let us go through some of the examples. Can. She can speak 3 languages fluently. May. May I leave the table now? Must. You must wear a helmet while riding a bike. Shall. Shall we dance? Will. I will call you when I arrive. Could. Could you pass the salt please? Might. It might rain later today. Should. You should see a doctor if the symptoms persist. Would. Would you like some tea? Ought to. You ought to apologize for your mistake. Modal verbs are auxiliary verbs that express necessity, possibility, permission, or ability. They modify the main verb to convey the speaker's attitude toward the action. Common modal verbs include can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, and must. Can. It expresses ability or possibility. Usage inability. She can speak 3 languages. It is also used for seeking permission. Can I leave early today? It also denotes possibility. It can get very hot in the summer. Could indicates past ability, polite request, or possibility. Let us look at the example of past ability. When I was younger, I could run fast. Polite request. Could you pass the salt please? Possibility. It could rain later. May denotes permission or possibility. Permission example. You may start the exam now. Possibility example. She may join us for dinner. Might expresses a lower probability than may. It also denotes possibility. I might go to the party if I finish my homework. Shall often used to indicate future actions, especially in formal contexts or suggestions. Examples of future action. We shall overcome this challenge. Shall used for suggestion as well. Example, shall we dance? Should conveys advice, obligation, or expectation. Example of advice. You should see a doctor. Obligation example. Students should submit their assignments on time. Example of expectation. The train should arrive by 6 p.m. Will indicates future actions or willingness. Example of future action. I will travel to Paris next month. Willingness example. I will help you with your homework. Would is used for polite requests, offers, or hypothetical situations. Example for polite requests. Would you like some tea? Example for hypothetical situation. If I were rich, I would travel the world. Must expresses necessity or strong obligation. Example of necessity. You must wear a seat belt while driving. Example for strong recommendation. This is a movie you must see. Understanding the nuances of these modal verbs enhances clarity and precision in communication. They are integral in expressing various degrees of certainty, ability, permission, and obligation.